Disclaimer. I don't really think it's important to know like 99% of the content I'm about to go over. It's mainly for entertainment purposes. But that being said, if you're interested in the conclusion, which I do think is important, feel free to skip to the end. Ever lay in bed on a weekday evening and think, hey, I should be working on something productive? Yeah, that was me today, so I figured it's time to figure out exactly how the Fiona tether works, with buffs and whatnot. But during my testing, I ran into something that threw me off. The Coco matrix. For those who didn't know, this matrix buffs base attack, meaning it's effectively a separate multiplier from other attack buffs, as this increased base attack will increase the value of following attack percent buffs. Simple, right? No. So during my testing, after proccing Coco Matrix, I observed an increase to physical attack that was not exactly 12.5%, which is the amount for 0-star Coco Matrix. I saw a 9.5% increase, and I was trying to figure out where the heck the rest of it went. How could that be? I tested other elements to see if the values were as expected, and it seemed that when I ran it with other elements, I saw the expected increase. So what's the deal with physical then? I thought, first, it could potentially be because I already had physical percent attack gear equipped, and it might be throwing off the results with some spaghetti code. Like, perhaps it was doing the math and calculating the gain additive to the current attack buff and then adding that to the base attack or something, right? But that would yield an estimated 1 plus 19.93% plus 12.5% divided by 1.19%, which would be like 10.4%, which is still not 9.5. So where the heck did the last percent go? I pondered my room, thinking and thinking. It's just not possible. Nothing makes sense. So I figured the next step would be taking off all my attack gear and seeing if I could get any better results. With no attack percent gear equipped, I got the same result, around 9.4% increase. What the heck was going on? Does Hoda just hate physical players? Then it struck me. The difference between my physical attack and like my bolt and flame was that I was equipping my physical damage set, meaning that I had a lot of physical attack on my gear, and we're really used to combining attack and elemental attack into one metric. But guess what? Coco Matrix only works with the flat attack portion. To confirm this theory, I summed up all the physical attack on my gear, subtracted that amount from my physical attack to get my base attack, which funnily enough was 4 higher than my other element attacks. I don't know why there's randomly 4 more base attack there, but yeah, I guess it's there. And then taking 12.5% of my base attack and adding it to my previous attack value, I actually got exactly the value I was looking for. So, proof done. Quite easily done. So, does that mean you should start building flat attack to be the best support ever? Not particularly, no. That would just increase the value you buff yourself, which isn't particularly useful to your team unless you're using Fiona, in which case, the tether buffs your teammate by a percent of your altered attack, which does benefit from elemental attack. So you should still focus on stacking as much of that as possible. So does this mean Coco Matrix sucks? Not really. It might not be as strong as it seems, but then also remember that it's increasing base attack instead of acting as an attack percent buff, meaning it's essentially its own multiplier, adding some value back into it. However, in content like Void Abyss that gives large amounts of all attack buffs, aka All Elemental Attack. The buff from Coco Matrix will be very minuscule, and you're probably better off running a second zero set instead. That pretty much sums up this little Coco Matrix explanation. As mentioned, I am working on a healer guide, so look forward to that soon TM. I'll see you guys next time!